Our job is to encourage people in secure settings, prisons, young offenders, immigration removal centres, to encourage their art and their creativity. And our second aim is to change the way that the public think about offenders. We think it's something that they can aspire to achieve. It may be that they have a talent that they never knew they had before. It may be that we can reaffirm a talent or maybe even reawaken a talent. We've had people that have come through Koestler Arts and ended up on the walls of the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition, for example. But on their way, we know that it helps their mental health, it can help towards their rehabilitation, and we hope it also can link them back to their families in some way as well. Sometimes we find people are making things specifically for their mum or for their daughter, and that obviously means a huge amount to them. We're delighted that this year's exhibition has been curated by Soweto Kinch. He had a very clear view about what he wanted to achieve, showing different sides of a person, and so that has been interpreted in so many different ways, sometimes through portraiture, sometimes through humour, and sometimes through some extraordinary abstracts and colour and imagination.
I arrived at the title Another Me for, I guess, a variety of different ways, but the main thing was in response to the work itself. Really suggested that there were multiple layers of self, perceptions of self, and also the ideas, the preconceptions that we have about inmates from outside are often nothing like as nuanced and as varied and as interesting as the real thing. I must have perused over 7,000 works throughout the 4 or 5 days that I was at the Koestler exhibition. But the works that spoke to me and the ones that I really wanted to pick out had that sense of narrative, that sense of duality and complexity, and either in terms of title, subject material, or actually the materials through which it was created. Some of those, like from bars of soap down to matchsticks and stuff, which say a lot about resourcefulness, say a lot about resilience, and I guess how impossible it is to sort of confine the human spirit into an easy straitjacket. I saw lots of interesting common themes that ran through the artwork, from ideas of mask and superhero and projecting, a sense of self that's supernatural, down to animals and the jungle, and that's interesting to see what a fantastical jungle has to say about the real concrete jungle within a lot of these people that are placed in. So, it's really interesting, and with such a variety of both written, recorded audio and visual material, it was a fascinating journey for me and something that I felt was an immense privilege. I think it's really important that work such as this is displayed somewhere as central and as prominent as the Southbank Centre, because of what it says about, the people who've created this work. They shouldn't be marginal, they shouldn't be forgotten. Many of them are going to re-enter what we call a society, and of course, we need to remember that they're human beings capable of all of the shades of grey in human character that we all are.
We would like the general public to come to this exhibition and see the art and not the artist. We want them to see the talent inside. It's very important that we don't say this has been made by a person who committed a particular crime. We just want them to appreciate the art for what it is, to appreciate the talent, and to understand that people should not be judged by the worst thing they have ever done. That actually people can change, and art can help them do that.